Hey guys, we're here with Sam, the CEO of LandVault. How are you today?
Doing very well, thank you.
So you were one of the panelists today, and you mentioned about the economy and e-commerce of the metaverse. So I wanted to ask you, how are brands still making money in the metaverse?
There's different ways to do that. So one of them is to sell products, so is to use the metaverse as a platform to sell virtual goods, like it could be NFTs or it could be actual physical products through the metaverse. So just using the metaverse as a new channel to sell products. That's really the main way. You can do other things like advertising, potentially to take over areas of a virtual space to promote your brand as well.
Okay, and so what is LandVault doing to help brands get into the metaverse?
Well, we have a full end-to-end solution. So we start with the creation. So we help brands come up with ideas, refine what they actually want to build, actually implement that. And then we also have the technology to help them sell products, for example, through e-commerce, so they can easily set up shops. If they want to do product placement, advertising, we also have the tech to do that. So we're a full end-to-end solution for brands.
And is there still a lot of interest from them now that the hype has died down a little bit to get into the metaverse?
Yeah, it's slightly different. There's the reasons of why brands would jump in are generally different. It's more strategic. They really think about what is the ROI for them, why do they need to be there. So it's much more strategic than it used to be. Before, brands were just jumping in to be first for PR reasons, and now they're actually thinking about it. So it takes a lot longer, but in terms of use cases and brands, the interest is still there.
Okay, so it's more of a long-term thinking instead of just like, let's get in because everybody else is in there, right?
Yeah, and the focus on ROI, actually, what is the metaverse going to do for them? It's not just let's do it for fun. It's, how can the metaverse help our business? So the metaverse is becoming this channel, just like you can grow a business on Facebook or Instagram, or maybe you want to do ads in the metro or whatever. You can also use the metaverse for certain things. So that's how it's working now.
You mentioned Facebook and Meta has its own metaverse strategy. So what do you think of that compared to maybe more Web3 native companies? How is the bigger Web2 companies approaching, like Facebook approaching the metaverse?
I mean, the big difference is the centralized aspect. So Meta, for example, they're creating a world and they want to build the entirety of the world. Whereas the open platforms, they have builders like us, anyone can build. A bit like the internet that gives you a bunch of rules and then you will be free to build your own website. So for us, the centralized approach is not really something that will ever be mainstream. We don't think that even a huge company like Meta can have the capabilities to build a world that everyone would want to see. It's the world that they want to see. So I think it's the closed model is just not something that is really sustainable and that can scale in the same way. So our focus at LandVault is more to think about the metaverse as a protocol, just like the internet, to enable anyone to actually build experiences on top of that.
Okay, and then do you yourself spend any time in the metaverse?
I spend some time. I'm checking the experiences that we built. There was the Fashion Week recently, but now more and more we're building more realistic, high-fidelity experiences to replicate virtual events like concerts, for example, or digital twins of real estate. And it's actually really fun when you have like a great experience. Our vision for the metaverse is the second best thing after reality. So the best thing is to actually go to that destination, to actually visit the hotel. But if you can't do that, seeing it in 3 dimensions is the best that you can do. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like how you mentioned that during the panel, that it's like an alternative. You're not trying to replace reality, but really just make it the next best thing or make it an extension of our physical experiences. I like that philosophy. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Sam. Enjoy the rest of the day.